Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor, and we are here at the 2025 IADC Drilling Onshore Conference in Houston, Texas. And with me right now is a man who presented at this conference, Mr. Steve O'Shea of ADS Services. Now his presentation was quite a treat. He gave a talk about the implementation of remote MPD in the Permian. Really cool, huh? We're going to hear a little bit more about it right now. So Steve, thank you so much for joining me today.
Good to be here. It's been a great event.
So let's start on a bit of a wider view here. You had mentioned in your presentation the drivers of remote MPD. I guess that's the first question you'd have when you were talking about something like this. What is the driver? What are the drivers of remote MPD? Why implement a system like this?
Well, first of all, the technology exists. So we wanted to see, first of all, was it possible without any degradation in safety? The point was always to be able to do MPD as efficiently and effectively as though we were on the rig floor from the real-time operating center. We recognized that one of the most dangerous things about working in the Permian is actually just getting to the rig. We wanted to see if we could reduce road traffic, keep our guys safer, and the Permian Basin is always searching for efficiencies. How can we make things quicker and more efficient?
Yeah, you want to improve the efficiencies of operations down there. Everybody's always looking to do things faster. No, that's sort of a mantra in this line of work, I would say. So, in your presentation, you sort of talked about, like, for implementing this system, there's equipment, there are certain considerations that you have to go through when you're implementing a system like this. Can you go through, like, maybe some of the equipment that you had to use for this? Were there any other considerations you had to take into account when physically implementing the system?
The thing that worked in our favor was that the technology already exists. The path's already been paved by the directional drillers, loggers, and many other service lines who are already working remotely. Many companies already have remote operating centers and collaboration centers up and running. Much of the equipment we used, or we had to source, was actually off-the-shelf multimedia, powerful computer, good graphics cards, good screens. Because at the end of the day, it's all visual, and making sure that we had signal connectivity with the rig. And in that respect, Starlink proved to be very effective. On the hardware, our actual rig equipment, nothing actually changed there. But we did realize that it was an opportunity to upgrade our system and add in more automation. Automation was certainly our friend in this endeavor.
So, I mean, obviously there would have to be challenges, I'm sure, with implementing a system like this. And you talked about that a little bit in your presentation, some of the challenges you faced and some of the solutions that you came up with to meet those challenges. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, well, firstly, the Permian Basin is our core focus. We're a Permian Basin company born and bred. So we knew our market when we wanted to identify, by taking this remote route, what did we need to change about how we operated. So we took 10 steps back and we walked through the process. We identified how building automation into our system was going to help us, and how we needed to upgrade our policies and procedures and how we worked. We looked at factors ranging from human factors to drilling and equipment factors, and IT and technical issues. All three kind of areas of concern were addressed, imagining how we might fail so that we could learn as we went.
Measure twice, cut once is the way you kind of look at that, I would think.
Yes.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for telling us about this. A fascinating project, this implementation, and it'll be cool to see where we go from here. Thanks again.
Thank you.
And thank you for visiting drillingcontractor.org.